G'day and welcome to this edition of the COLAC Herald Sports Smash. I'm Lachlan, Cowlishaw, and beside me is Ben Martin as always. How is it going?
It's going well.
That is fantastic. We've got the football and netball news from the weekend, the GFL and the COLAC District Netball as well. So let's not muck around. Let's get into the football now with Ben.
Straight into the COLAC District Football League action at the weekend. Lawn undefeated apart from that, I suppose, slight loss at the start. They've won their fourth straight, that's right. They defeated LV 12-20, 92 to 5-6-36. So a little bit inaccurate from the Dolphins, but they've claimed a win there. For Lawn, the goal kickers were Luke Norton. He kicked 6 goals to pretty much equal the Swan score there. For the best players for Lawn, Steve Oliver, Rick White and Lee Holmer. LV, Chris Hickey kicked 3 goals in a best on ground performance, while Josh McDonald and Jared Douglas were also in the Swans' best. The next game now, Birregurra has broken through for its first win, taking a little bit longer than they probably would have liked, but they defeated Illawarra Biak 23-11, 149 to 9-7-61 at Birregurra Recreation Reserve. Christian Kelly, probably a big story today. He kicked 11 goals in a best on ground performance. An interleague snub probably spurred him on, says Luke Phillips, the Birregurra coach. Also among the Saints' best were Tom McCrickard and Jack Melican. For Illawarra Biak, Jordan Smith kicked 3 goals, while Jaden Angus, Joel Ewland and Caden Flanagan were the Bombers' best. The next game, Apollo Bay sits top of the ladder. They've claimed its first major scalp of the season. They defeated South Colac 14-18, 102 to 11, 17-83 at Joiner Reserve. Tommy Fallow returned to the side and kicked 3 goals, while Hamish Tamlin, Mark Deverell and Jack Pascoe were the Hawks' best in the win. For South Colac, Timmy Spears stepped up and kicked 3 goals, while Jordan Foley, young fella, Dave Mirandez and Alex Broomfield were the Roos' best in this one. The next game now, inaccurate goal kicking has proved costly for Otway Districts. They lost to Forest 3-15-33 to 14-12-96 at Forest Recreation Reserve. A few multiple goal kickers for Forest. Ben Hood 4 goals, Ryan Hullen and Cam Gooley kicked 3 goals each, while Michael Gregorio, Al Burrell and his brother Matt Burrell were the Lions' best. For Otway Districts, Stewie Sutherland, Joe Patch and Chris Patch were the only goal kickers for the Demons, while Sebastian Hill in his first senior game for the season, best on ground. Jordan Spriggs and Adam Harris were also among the Demons' best. The next game now, and the final one for the CDFL, Imps score a big win against Simpson at Simpson Recreation Reserve in front of Simpson's home crowd. Obviously a pretty loyal following there. Imps won 21-5, 131 to 9-8-62. For COLAC Imperials, Tom O'Neill kicked 4 goals, while Bo Fenton had 3. And the best players for the Imps were Jai Tillich, Tom McKay and Sean O'Neill, while for Simpson, Nick Harding had 4 goals, while Darcy Leachman, Joel Hayward and Brock Neal were their best players. Straight into Geelong Football League news now. COLAC Tigers in their first game for the season at Central Reserve.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty good out there. Redeveloped, so you have to go have a look. Now, they'd lost their 4th straight game though, unfortunately, despite being on their home surface. They lost 9-10-64 to St Mary's, 19-12, 126. For COLAC, Jake McGuan kicked 6 goals, while Lockie Veal, Jake McGuan and Al Adams were the Tigers' best players. For St Mary's, Romain Grenville, I think is how you pronounce that, kicked 5 goals, while Jordan Cruthers was the Saints' best in this one. Lock.
No worries. GFL netball now, let's get that underway. The COLAC Tigers took on St Mary's, as Ben said, obviously in the netball. They had a loss, but it was a fighting loss. They lost 49-39. That was St Mary's winning 49-39 rather. A lacklustre third quarter cost the Tigers in the end, but Georgia Berry scored 20 goals from 23 attempts. Emily Murphy had 17 and Zoe Don had 2 goals. The best players for COLAC were Chelsea Hillman, Georgia Berry and Talia Jeffrey. So not the result they wanted, but some encouraging signs there. Now into COLAC District Netball news. We got 5 games coming at you. Otway Districts versus Forest is the first one. Otway got a win, 52-32. It was a bit of a scrappy win in the end, but it was their first win of the year. Chelsea McLeod had 22 goals. Jane Robertson had 16. For Forest, Georgia Cowdrey had 27 goals. She's having a good season. Kelly Edwards was the Demons' best player, and Jessica Cole was Forest's best player. Birregurra took on Illawarra Biak. Really closely contested game this one, but the Bombers got the points 41-39. A 15-11 opening quarter by the Bombers really set up the win for them. Taryn Tom, the recruit, she got 27 goals. Taylor Learson, 14 goals. Karen Hart had 20 goals for Birregurra coming up from B grade, while Narelle Frith, the Bombers coach, was their best player, and for Birregurra, Karen Hart was their best player. Cassie Spokes scored 9 goals and she had an Achilles injury, which we'll update during the week. The next game we have for you is South Colac taking on Apollo Bay. South Colac continued their good season. They won 69-28. Kath Spears was out for Apollo Bay, so that hurt their attacking line. Nicole Mitchell scored 41 goals for Colac, while Tegan McNamara had 28 goals. Laura Taylor stepped in the goals and had 14 for Apollo Bay. Mitchell and Marley Coots for Apollo Bay were the best players on the day. Elvie versus Lorne, another close game. Elvie won by 2 goals, 27-25. A low-scoring affair, but an important win for the Swans. Morgan Drayton had 13 goals, Ashley Mead had 9 goals, and Georgia Robinson had 5 goals for the Swans, while for Lorne, Carly Entercott had 19 goals and Karen Heathcote had 6 goals. The best players were Christy Kennedy for Elvie and Caitlin Cross for Lorne. In the final game we've got for you, it's Simpson taking on Colac Imperials. The reigning premiers having a great season, continued their great season, 76-36 winners down at Simpson. A good win for them there. Rebecca Scott had 54 goals, Candy Robbins had 22 for the Imps. Jessie Hawkins netted 27 goals for Simpson, and the best players were Kate Higgins for the Imps and Caitlin McVilly for Simpson, which brings us to our favourite part of the show.
Finally.
The COLAC Herald Sportsman of the Week, Sportsperson of the Week, but it is a Sportsman of the Week. Who is it, Ben?
We've given it to Christian Kelly.
Well done. Well done.
11 goals in the Saints, a big win at the weekend. Their first win of the season. He really sparked them up forward. He had a bit of a quiet start. I think he just kicked 2 goals in the first few weeks, but he's sparked up with 11 goals, which takes his total to 13 for the season. And there's a bit of talk it could have been sparked by his interleague snub, so he's definitely put his hand up for interleague selection, because I'm pretty sure he'd be keen to take on Warrnambool District. Unfortunately, he's not quite in the top 5 for the leading goal kickers just yet. Watch Luke Norton from Lorne leads with 26 after his 6 goals of the weekend, while Jake Reid is second with 19 goals. So Christian might be set for a big season from here. Let's keep an eye on that one.
Let's hope so anyway. And that's it from Ben and I this week. We'll catch you next week. Make sure you read your COLAC Herald during the week. See you later.
Bye.